Do you want to dominate your normal and ranked matches with Shade? Then look no further than this tutorial. I will show you all the fundamentals about playing Shade and show you some easy techniques and also a very hard technique that, if mastered, can totally change your gameplay. Enough yapping, let's get into the video.
Esse é o Atlas brabo da putaria.
Tá gostosa, só que é sosa, senta bola. 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 Tá gostosa, só que é sosa, senta bola.
Esse é o
Shade's basic attack is a cone-shaped attack that does 1600 damage on the sides and 3200 in the middle if you hit a critical hit. It's similar to BB's attack where it needs a wind-up before it can actually hit someone. His super is a short dash that gives you a speed boost and the ability to walk through walls afterwards. If you get a second super within the time of your first one, the speed boost will stack up to 30 times before the game will crash. You will probably get about 2 to 3 stacks if you are playing very well in a match, but you can't really get more as the enemy team takes a long time to respawn. Shade also has 2 traits. The first trait is a circle around him that charges super slowly when enemies are inside of it. His second trait is the ability to walk on water, similar to Juju, Eve and Angelo. Now I'm gonna show some handy tech you can use with Shade. If you wind up an attack and use your super before landing it, you will actually resume the attack after the super with the cooldown left, so you can assassinate enemies really quickly from far away. Here's an example of me doing that. There is also a very hard tech with Shade, where you need to start your attack and right at the frame where the attack will hit, you need to use your super, use a second attack during your super, and you'll actually use 2 attacks with 1 cooldown. You can do this in any direction, but just know that the attacks are reversed. What I mean by that is that the first attack you aim will be the last attack that will actually show after the super. So the attack you use during your super will be the attack that you use first. Here's an example of me showing that. Shade is most commonly played on maps with a lot of walls and water, as he can easily get some hits for his super and charge his super on enemies that are standing behind the walls. Shade's playstyle is very passive at the start, where you try to get your super by getting enemies inside the circle or using your long arms gadget to get some quick hits off. But when you get your super, that's when you will play very aggressive and try to get a kill on one person. If possible, try to keep your circle around another person so you can cycle an extra super to get that extra speed boost to maybe get a second kill or just run away to safety. Now I'm gonna talk about Shade's best and worst matchups. Shade is very bad into tanks like Frank, Rosa, Jackie, Daryl, Toriko. So you wanna generally play him into squishy brawlers like Barley, Dynamite, Juju, Griff, Crow, Squeak. There are a lot of squishy brawlers. Just make sure they're under 7k HP, that it will be a very easy assassination. He's also very good into snipers because they generally have lower HP. But just know that snipers are not played a lot in maps where Shade is good at, so you won't really phase them too much. Even though Shade is bad into tanks, you can still kill them if you use the right techniques. So try to use your double hit technique with your super to get around 6.4k damage on the tank immediately. Then, because you're in your super form, you can easily dodge their attacks or go behind the wall and make them waste their ammo. When they wasted their ammo, you can go back and deal the finishing blows. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot of new things with Shade, and if you have any more tips for playing Shade, you can leave them in the comments, or if you have any questions about anything I told in the video, then make sure to ask me in the comments and I will reply to them as fast as possible. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment which brawler guide you want to see next.